I would like to preface this video by saying this is not something I want to do. It is something that I have to do for my physical and mental well-being. And the decision sucks, but it had to be made. So I'm going off hormones. Technically, I've been off of them for about a month, maybe a month and a half now because my pharmacy sucks. I want to say too, hormones were never my goal, I guess. I never thought about going on them too much. I knew that I could, but it was never something that I felt like I needed to do, if that makes sense. So I've been on hormones for about a year and 3 months, I think, since I stopped taking them. Maybe a year and 2 months, something around that. I honestly can't remember the exact timeline. I've been on them since April of last year, I believe. And now I'm stopping. One thing that you have to do when you're on hormones is get blood work done. You have to get it every 3 months, and my doctors switched it to every 6 months because I have a severe phobia of needles. Anything involved with anything medical, I guess, I can't do. It's too much. It's not something that I enjoy. It's something that sends me into severe panic attacks, makes me dissociate heavily, which isn't healthy. And in the entire time that I've been on hormones, I've gotten blood work once, when I should have gotten it, 4 times, I think, realistically. So who knows, maybe the whole thing was dangerous towards the end, and I just didn't know because I wasn't getting the tests that you need to get done. So in terms of that, it didn't feel like it was safe anymore, considering I couldn't get the tests done to ensure that what we were doing was actually safe and wasn't messing with my levels at all or anything. Another factor into this is my funky heart issues. So because I have heart issues, I have been seeing a cardiologist my entire life. It switched up a few years ago because I think my original cardiologist retired. So now I have a new one. And at my last appointment, she said that she would not recommend me upping the dose of hormones I was on. Testosterone in general can affect your heart, and being on it gives anyone, but me especially, I guess, a higher risk of some funky heart issues happening. And considering I already have them, it wouldn't be the best idea to continually risk getting more. So my cardiologist said to not go any higher, because the dose I was on seemed to be fine, it seemed to be working, it wasn't affecting me at all. Well, it was affecting me, just not in negative ways. The problem with that is I stopped seeing changes. I don't remember when I stopped, but nothing else was changing. There was no new effects. All of the changes that I had gotten with, body hair, bottom growth, voice changes, all of that had stopped. The level that I am at right now has been stagnant for months. So nothing is changing. All the hormones did was stop my menstrual cycle, which, it sucks that it came back, but I'll talk to my doctor about getting that sorted out. I don't know, this whole situation just sucks. Overall, my heart issues have prevented so much in terms of transitioning. I can't bind because that chest compression isn't good when I already have difficulties breathing sometimes because, heart issues. And now I have to stop hormones because possible heart issues possible different heart issues could occur, and it's not worth it to risk that, and all of this stuff. So a few months before my cardiologist appointment, I decided that for the pure sake of not wanting to deal with the trauma of being in a clinic and the trauma of getting blood work and needles and all that kind of stuff, it wasn't worth it. And then when my cardiologist said that I can't up the dose or anything, and I can't see new changes because of my heart, it kind of just solidified the idea that this isn't for me anymore. I thought this video would be easier to make. I talked about this with my therapist and I was completely fine. And now here I am almost crying on camera. Anyway, this doesn't change anything, Like, I'm still gonna do surgeries. I'm still, like, this isn't the end of my transition. Like, there's still gonna be stuff that's happening. I'm still trans. This is just something that I can't put myself through anymore. And it sucks. And I can guarantee if I didn't have heart issues, if I didn't have pre-existing medical issues, then I would stay on them. It just comes down to what I prioritize. And frankly, I prioritize my heart because I feel like that should be my number one priority, considering it's messed up and I need to, focus on that more than anything when it comes to my physical health. Even if it's going to make my mental health decline for a bit longer. But that's already declining for other reasons, so we don't need to get into that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about, because I feel like this is important to update you on. I don't know if I'm the only one who has gone through this, if I'm the only one who will ever go through this, but I haven't seen, for me personally, I haven't seen somebody stop hormones after a year or any amount of time for pre-existing health concerns. I haven't seen that. And I know this is going to open up a lot of hate towards me in many ways. My therapist even warned me about this. Like, people have issues with trans people no matter what. People had issues with me being trans because I can't bind, because of the clothes I wear, because of my hair, because of literally everything I do in my life. And that came from inside and outside the community. I have so many thoughts about that. I'm not getting into them, but what community? Yeah, I know this is going to open up a lot of people who believe that this makes me not trans anymore. You're just wrong. I'm gonna listen to my therapist over some strangers on the internet, so if you have anything negative to say about this, go fuck yourself. Like, truly and honestly, I don't want to deal with you. I am already going through it, clearly, and I don't want to deal with any possible hate that could come my way. Because trust me, there's a lot of that internalized right now anyways. So, I don't want to deal with it. That's all there is. So, I'm going to end this video because I don't have anything else to say and I feel like it's just going to get repetitive. So, yeah. That was this video. I'm stopping hormones, not because I want to, but because I have to. And that's all I have to say about that. Yeah. Bye.